Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Dawn Danielle here at Solo Soul, and today we are continuing our discussion about day life in Tokyo, Japan. I've already told you Japan's expensive. I went to the ATM and I think I took out like 3,000 yen. And then as you're shopping and going around Japan, you'll notice that your money breaks very easily and you'll get a lot of coins back. And so I ended up walking around with like a jacket full or a pocket full of coins, and I'm like, what is this, Mario money? And then I'm like, oh no, I'm broke. And I would go in my pocket and I'm like, oh no, I just have like $50 worth of coins. So be mindful of that. It doesn't hurt to have like a little coin pouch or something like that because they are very big on using the coins. You're going to have a lot of change and a lot of 1-cent coins too. You're gonna get 1-cent coins back, and they say you could use those at the supermarket. I never tried it, but they were kind of annoying to carry around. That said, you also might get back a lucky coin, which is really cool. You can use those at the temples, which is really nice to see. But yeah, that's about it for currency. I stayed in a very quiet, just relaxed hostel in Asakusa. I also have to say I love the atmosphere of Japan. Some of the streets I walked down were just something out of a dream. It was so surreal. There were lanterns hanging around, vibrant colors, wording in Japanese written across some of the restaurants and shops. It was very peaceful and just enjoyable to walk down. So overall, I did enjoy Japan's atmosphere and a lot of the architecture as well. So I covered currency, I covered accommodations, transportation, getting around. I already mentioned that a little bit. I didn't have too much trouble getting around. I made the brilliant mistake of booking a cheap flight that arrived at Tokyo at 1 in the morning. Mind you, the metro doesn't start until like 5 in the morning, and I couldn't check into my hostel until 3 p.m. Brilliant little me, right? Anyways, I thought I was just gonna wing it, hang out in the airport a little bit, catch the metro, and then go explore because all I had was a small carry-on. But for some reason, when I left Seoul, I got super sick and I was very tired. I think I'd partied too much, I didn't get enough sleep, and I was just not in the best shape to go explore until 3 p.m. So I needed somewhere to stay. Something really cool I noticed about Japan, they have all these cute little places you can go if you need to crash. They have a nap cafe, they have a love motel if you're on the more rendezvous side of things, and then they have something called an internet cafe. It's basically a place you can go and game, but I used it to sleep. Hi everyone, I'm sorry I haven't recorded as much as this trip as I'd like. I've been in a lot of public places, and so it's made it a little hard, and I've been very busy, but also I've gotten very sick. I left Korea and I landed in Tokyo today, and I seriously feel like I've caught the world's next plague. Like oh my gosh. Those face masks, the Korean face masks, or the, not just Korean, but the face masks that a lot of Asians wear due to air pollution, or just if they're sick, to protect themselves from getting sick or getting other people sick. I didn't want to buy one because I was like, oh my gosh, no, they're gonna like boot you out of Korea. Like, you're going full on K-pop fan tourist if you're walking around with a face mask. Like, I'd already bought a ring hat and a bunch of other cliche touristy things, but turns out I should have bought one because now I'm actually sick. Anyways, I'm gonna check into my hostel soon. Hopefully I'll stop sounding like I'm the hottest of messes right now. I'm drinking everything liquids, not alcohol. Eating super healthy, trying to like fight this off. That's about it. I am just getting along by figuring stuff out. This is like Japanese yen, like the currency, but then I'm also traveling with like I still have Korean won, and then I have like euros and pounds, and I feel like I've been around half the world. Bought these like, I don't know what these are. Something about the vending machine. Anyways, having fun. We'll keep in touch. So yeah, that was the internet cafe. I found myself so grateful to have somewhere to just sleep for the afternoon because I did not plan my itinerary out well. I was like, oh, I'll just get to Tokyo and everything will fall into place after that. No, I basically waited for the train to start running. There was a really nice guy at this like airport station who was explaining how to use the tickets and helped me figure out how to get my ticket into the city. And then after that, I basically just found the internet cafe, and that was my savior for the day. But after that, I got my energy back. I checked into my hostel. I found out how to start using the metro. I do like the metro stations a lot. So the thing about, I noticed this in Seoul too, the metro stations, a lot of them that are underground, they're like these shopping plazas. That was really, really awesome to see. So if you need to get distracted on your way to going home or school or work or wherever, or you need to buy things you definitely don't need, Metro is a great place to go. You can get a haircut, you can buy Christmas gifts, you can buy a slice of cake. Like there were all these, it was like this underground society where you're just catching the train to the next place or the subway to the next place, and there's all these things you can go shop for. That was pretty awesome. But that said, I used the metro to get around. I did a lot of exploring and sightseeing in Tokyo. I will admit that I think Seoul had worn me out a little bit, so unfortunately I don't have all these exciting places to share with you guys, but I did a lot of walking and sightseeing. Stumbling around Asakusa, I saw some pretty cool stuff. I saw Mario Kart street racing. That was awesome. I've only ever seen that on the internet, and so it was really weird to see it advertised and then actually be in Japan and see it for myself. That was adorable. They were all dressed up and having the time of their lives, so that was really cool to see in person. I also went to the temple in Asakusa, and a local had explained to me about the messages of good fortune and cleansing your hand in the fountain, and there's also a vat of incense where you're able to waft the incense towards you and just kind of cleanse your spirit and your head and everything like that. So that was really cool to see. It was very beautiful and very vibrant. I appreciated being able to learn about that. I also went to the onsen, which is basically the public bathhouse of Japan. There's the onsen, which is, to my understanding, is like a natural hot spring bath. And then there's the sento, which is like a man-made recreation. Once again, you're in your full nude, it's gender segregated, and be mindful that if you have tattoos, there are some places that completely forbid it. Do your research so you don't get turned away at the door. There are still onsens that offer tattooed users to visit, but there are a lot of places because of the culture that don't allow it, so just be mindful of that. Also, if you can, visit a Japanese garden. I missed my opportunity. I tried to go to the one in Shinjuku. For some reason, it was closed. There was no announcement about it. I read online other travelers had the same issue about random closings. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to go, but I heard they are very beautiful. If you want to spot some really awesome koi fish, that's a great place to go, and just a very peaceful place to relax and walk through as well. Overall, I did have a good time in Japan. Activity-wise, I wish I would have done more, but I think Japan's one of those places, especially if you're going to Tokyo, you kind of have to know what you want to do in order to visit the different districts and have the best time, if that makes sense. But I still had a lot of fun. I got to check out a lot of cool stuff, and I would go back. I would have just stayed a little shorter. But that's about it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!